although the Harry Potter series are perfect to us, there are still some mistakes in the movies that we never paid any attention to. So that's the subject of today's video. I'm gonna be revealing some of the small and hidden mistakes in the films that you probably never noticed. So without talking too much, let's just get right into it. Number 1. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, when Harry and Ron were blocked from entering the platform 9 3/4 by Dobby, you can notice that Ron's trunk changed completely. In this scene, it seems he has 3 lines around it, but suddenly in the next scene, he only has 2. In The Order of Phoenix, when Harry was having a vision of Arthur Weasley being attacked by Nagini in the Department of Mystery, you can see that Harry was wearing a light blue t-shirt when he was dreaming, but once he woke up, the t-shirt's color became dark blue. Battery power packs are used in movies all the time for many reasons. It's really essential in film production, but it must be hidden and out of sight to viewers. In The Prisoner of Azkaban, we can clearly see in a scene Harry and Hermione carrying the battery power packs underneath their clothes, where they should have been invisible. In The Philosopher's Stone, Professor Quirrell was supposed to be bald. As we've seen at the end of the movie, he carried Voldemort on the back of his head. But in this scene over here, we can briefly see Quirrell's hair under his turban, which obviously a mistake by the filmmakers. At the end of the Goblet of Fire, Harry suffered some wounds and injuries during the final task, and also his encounter with Voldemort. In Cedric Diggory's Memorial Feast, Harry had 2 fairly large scratches on his face, but in this scene we can see that Harry's scratches changed completely. 2 thin and long scratches suddenly became 1 thick and short scratch. In The Philosopher's Stone, when Hermione was sorted, she went and sat next to Percy Weasley, and Ron sat in front of her. When Harry's time arrived, he was sorted and sat next to Ron and in front of Hermione, but it was just seconds later and he completely switched sides for no reason at all. So it can be understandable if he wanted to switch sides, but why exactly he would ask to sit between Percy and Hermione? In the Chamber of Secrets, during the dueling club scene, when Harry attacked Draco and he fell to the ground, if you look closely, you can notice the cameraman spotted on the left side of the screen. There is absolutely no reason for the man's presence, especially such a technology didn't exist at Hogwarts. If you're enjoying this so far, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you feel like it. Good, now let's continue. In the Deathly Hallows Part 1, when Dobby and Kreacher brought Mandinga's flitter to Harry, as Dobby first emerges while holding to the man's leg, there is a different type of object on the table. Then the next shot when the man is fully seen being attacked by Kreacher and Dobby. In the Chamber of Secrets, right after Harry destroyed Tom Riddle's diary, in the first shot where Harry and Ginny began to chat, there is clearly blood on Harry's left hand, which is coming from a significant wound on his arm. In the next shot, however, which zooms in on Harry's hand, you no longer can see any blood on it. In the Goblet of Fire, during the second task of the Triwizard Tournament, when Harry came out of the water freezing cold, Hermione, who was already out, being saved by Viktor Krum, came to Harry. She took off her white towel and gave it to Harry, and she remained with a dark grey one. But 2 seconds later, when Dumbledore arrived, she got her white towel back, and again she's seen putting the white towel on Harry's back, which was really confusing. You can go back and watch this scene in the movie yourself to notice this mistake. In the Deathly Hallows Part 1, when Harry and Hermione were sitting in a rock, there was a second book on Hermione's left side closed, but in the next shot you can clearly see that the book is open now by itself. This is really odd, considering that it wasn't even windy in the scene. There is no explanation as to why it was opened by itself. CGI was used in Harry Potter most of the time, especially in Quidditch scenes. The production team attached wires to Harry's gloves to support him as he held to a stick, that in the movie was Harry's broom. When Professor Quirrell was supposedly throwing him off balance, you can obviously see the wires to Harry's gloves, which should have been hidden in the movie. In the Deathly Hallows Part 1, when the trio left the Lovegood's house, they were chased by Snatchers. Hermione used a spell on Harry to change his facial features. If you look closely, you can see that Hermione took Harry's glasses and hid them in her pocket. When the trio got into Malfoy Manor, Hermione had no chance to give Harry his glasses back, as you can all see. Then she was captured by Bellatrix, and Harry and Ron were taken to the cellar by Peter. In this scene, you can see that Harry got his own glasses and put them on, while Hermione was still upstairs, and there is no way he could have gotten them by himself. In the Philosopher's Stone, when Hagrid was explaining to Harry how his parents died, we can clearly see that Lily was wearing a purple sweater when she was killed by Voldemort. However, when jumping to Deathly Hallows Part 2, especially during Snape's memories, we can see that Lily was wearing something blue before she died. And even in the scene when Snape was hugging her dead body, it becomes very obvious that Lily is now wearing a blue sweater instead of purple. This one is really obvious. We all know that Harry and his mother in the book share the same eye color, which is green. But in the movies, Daniel Radcliffe couldn't wear eye contacts, so he remained with his blue eyes instead. So Harry was told that he has his mother's eyes multiple times in the movies. But when the time comes for young Lily to reveal herself in Snape's memories, we can clearly see that Lily's eyes are brown instead of blue or even green. In the Goblet of Fire, when Fred sent a paper to Ron and Harry, we can obviously see that this paper contains 4 lines. But when Ron starts reading it, it looks like it only contains 3 lines. Maybe it wasn't the same paper anyway. In the Chamber of Secrets, when Harry was running from the Basilisk, Harry found himself trapped. But if you look closely, you may notice that the gates behind him seems to change completely. 1 minute it was like that, next second it turned into a different gate. In The Prisoner of Azkaban, there is a shot of the Dursleys' house through the back door. In the first shot, the kitchen window is pretty far from the door, and a large hedge stands to the right of it. Later, when Vernon falls to the ground and Petunia runs to him, the kitchen window has moved to the right, and the hedge is gone completely. It looks like a totally different house. In The Half-Blood Prince, when Harry was staying in the Barrow, in a moment he was sitting next to Ginny. There was an orange blanket on his right side, but just when the camera switched sides, the blanket moved to be placed behind Harry, like if it's a magical blanket. In the Goblet of Fire, Wormtail puts Voldemort's wand into his left pocket of his coat, but when he gives Voldemort his wand back, he pulls it out from the right pocket of his coat. In The Order of Phoenix, when Harry and Dudley have a confrontation at the playground, Dudley is filmed in one pair of shorts. Although the design is similar, Dudley is definitely wearing a different pair of shorts in the next shot, when they were about to be attacked by Dementors. Here is the 2 pictures put together, so you can notice the difference. In the Philosopher's Stone, after the trio fights the troll, in this shot you can see the towel hanging neatly in the background, but in the next shot, even though no one touched the towel, it is no longer hanging neatly. In The Order of Phoenix, we all know that there are 4 long tables in the Great Hall. In this scene, we can see that there are 4 students sitting here, followed by Fred and George. But in the next shot, we can see that the 4 students became 7, and maybe more with no sight of Fred and George. In the same movie, when Umbridge adds sugar to her tea in the scene, she clearly places the spoon over here. When Harry walks in, however, there is a close-up of the table and the spoon has disappeared. After another brave shot of Harry, the spoon reappears again. If you wanna see every video I've made about small details in the movies, please click on this playlist over here. That was all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again soon.